Good afternoon, everyone. This is Michael with the ALGVacations education team. I would like to welcome all of you to today's virtual fam trip featuring Iberostar selection Bavaro. I hope you enjoy our tour of this newly remodeled property. We have hired some fantastic professional videographers to help us deliver the best experience for you at the resort. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that this webinar is being recorded and it will be available on demand in our ALG education calendar a bit later today. So we encourage you to ask questions throughout today's presentation via the Q&A panel on your webinar dashboard. And it's my pleasure to welcome Jorge Shalhub. He's the marketing coordinator with Iberostar Hotels and Resorts in the Dominican Republic. Welcome, Jorge. He will be assisting us with any questions you have about this fabulous resort property immediately following our virtual FAM. So thank you both for joining us today. Let's see, I am going to mention one more thing I forgot to mention. We have a attendance incentive today. One lucky attendee will have a chance to win a 3-night stay for two just for attending today. So good luck to all of you. We'll announce our lucky winner via the email that you shared when you enrolled in today's event. So again, good luck. And now let me hand things over to our video team who will deliver what we've all been waiting to see.
Hello everyone, greetings from the wonderful Iberostar Selection Bavaro at the Dominican Republic, our family-oriented property right in front of Bavaro Beach, a 20-minute ride from Punta Cana International Airport. This is a remodel hotel with an extensive oceanfront pool area with 596 rooms, 6 a la carte restaurants, 1 international buffet, 5 bars, including our swim up bar. We have our spa, fitness center, star camp for kids, daily entertainment, among many other activities. We really hope you enjoyed this visit. Let me tell you a little bit more about our How We Care program. For over 60 years, we have been operating with the highest standards. And now, in the current times, we are enriching and strengthening our procedures and protocols with a holistic view, scientific rigor, and without taking any step backs in caring for the ecosystem. In fact, Iberostar has incorporated a medical advisory board led by biologists and doctors specialized in public health in the tourism industry, alongside our sustainability global director. Following their recommendations, as well as the ones from the public authorities and sanitary institutions, the How We Care program focuses in four core values: creating a safe environment for our guests and staff members, having the highest quality hygiene standards, making the most out of our open spaces to encourage social distancing, and introducing smart innovations in order to better communicate with our guests without the need of physical proximity. We've been certified by Crystal International Standards and EarthCheck certifications, as well as the Safe Travel stamps provided by the World Travel and Tourism Council that ensures all Iberostar hotels comply with the highest standards set for hygiene and health protocols in all departments. Imagine this: each hotel undergoes more than 23 audits per year. Due to the very spaciousness of the property, aiding social distancing is very easy. With our concierge, you can schedule a free antigen test for you and your family on site. We can also make arrangements for a PCR test at a cost to be conducted at the hotel. Iberostar Selection Bavaro offers various room categories, some with a beautiful ocean view like the one you're seeing right now. All rooms offer sanitized water bottles that can be refilled in nano-filtered and purified water stations throughout the entire property. All the rooms include the following amenities: minibar restocked daily, bathrobes, coffee machines, hair dryers, safe, among others. Making sure you're safe and comfortable in your room is one of our top priorities. This is why we have implemented the following procedures regarding your room's maintenance and housekeeping. All rooms undergo a pre-arrival hygiene deep clean and disinfection process. This includes all surfaces, fumigation, and AC maintenance. All linens are sanitized and disinfected under strict cleaning protocols. High contact items like desks, phones, remote controls, lamps, light switches, and doorknobs are sanitized and disinfected daily. What you are seeing right now is our electrostatic nebulizer machine, which is used for all surfaces areas, including curtains and carpets. We use certified eco-friendly cleaning products that eliminate 99.9% of viruses and bacteria. For guests who do not wish to have cleaning services during their stay, a green cleaning kit will be provided. This kit includes basic cleaning tools as well as biodegradable and eco-friendly cleaning products. All activities schedule, menus, and concierge assistance will be available through the Iberostar app and the TV in your room. At Iberostar Hotels and Resorts, we take pride in our honest food concept that offers local and sustainable source dishes incorporating original, healthy, and seasonal ingredients. We choose these prime ingredients from local producers who work responsibly to prepare everything with environmental friendly methods. At Iberostar Selection Bávaro, we have 6 a la carte restaurants, and we are actually currently in Il Forno restaurant with our chef Tomás Carrillo, who's going to show us one of the most special dishes in the menu. Tomás? kindly ask you to wear your face mask while selecting your meal at the buffets. And don't worry, we can gladly provide you with one if you forget to bring your own. We implemented our always on hygiene cleaning process, meaning that throughout the day, all dining areas are disinfected between dining times, and all high contact items on tables, such as salt and pepper shakers, utensils on chairs, are disinfected after each guest has finished their meals. Markers on each table represent surfaces that are disinfected and ready for guests to be seated by our hostesses. All self-service utensils at the buffet have been eliminated. We now provide pre-served portions on all buffet stations. Plexiglass barriers have been implemented where pre-served portions are not available. We have increased the dining options for guests and have reorganized all dining areas to ensure there are at least 6 feet between all tables and surfaces. Last but not least, we have placed antibacterial health stations at all of our restaurants' entrances. It is now time to enjoy the stunning Caribbean in our amazing pool area, right in front of the ocean. And there's no need to worry. We have taken all the necessary safety precautions here as well. We're actually certified by Crystal International Standards with Pool Check and Aqua Check, which confirms that there are no virus or bacteria in the water. Also, all hammocks, lawn chairs, and balinese beds are distanced within 1.5 meters. And because little ones should enjoy their vacations as well, our Star Camp program offers more than 140 games and activities for your kids to explore, experiment, play as a team, and learn how to take care of the world we live in. The program is divided by three different age groups: monkeys, dolphins, and eagles, to focus on their multiple values and intelligence and never get bored. Activities are both indoors and outdoors, so don't be surprised to find your kid making new friends at the beach while being supervised by our expertly trained staff. With our Wave of Change initiative, we've been implementing three action lines. We're promoting sustainable fishing, we're also moving to a circular economy, and to elaborate in coastal health projects, we have our science coordinator in the Dominican Republic, Macarena Blanco.
Thank you, Jorge. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Coral Lab. This is part of the restoration strategy of Iberostar across the Caribbean. And what we do here is keeping coral copies from our water nursery to keep them safe from coral diseases and hurricanes, but also to show the clients and the local community what corals are and why they are important for all of us. In addition, we are conducting research which mainly focuses on finding which of our corals are more resistant to warmer ocean temperatures so that we can find and select those corals that will have more chances to survive climate change.
Thank you, Maca. That's awesome. your private events, we have 4 high-tech equipped conference rooms with reduced attendance. Also, we take advantage of the extraordinary outdoor spaces available in our complex, like this beautiful orchids garden. For your safety, these are some of the actions that we have implemented. Increased frequency of deep cleaning in the meeting rooms, including walls, carpets, and air conditioning. Regular fumigation and addition of hand sanitizers in all meeting rooms. Regular monitoring of trash cans, restrooms, and fire extinguishers. Suppliers working under the highest hygiene, safety, and sustainable protocols and certifications. Multiple outdoor locations. Safety and hygiene protocols and procedures also apply to all outdoor events. Distancing between all tables and chairs. All employees receive health checks every morning. Preparation areas are deep cleaned multiple times per day. Staff is using food safety equipment. Coffee break snacks will be displayed to serve social distancing protocols. Assisted food service, allergy signs displayed for food items. Thank you for being with us in this fan trip through Iberostar selection Bavaro at the Dominican Republic. We look forward to welcoming you. We're back at the studio for some questions.
Well, Jorge, you video pretty well. Very nice job on that. I think all of us really appreciate your investment and time to kind of deliver that video virtual fam for all of us. I mean, I think we've all become a little bit more demanding in our webinars now. A still picture just doesn't do it justice anymore. We have to go live video, or what appears to be live video. So it really allowed us to see a lot of the resort properties. So thank you for that. That was
Thank you,
wonderful.
Michael. Thank you, Michael. Hi, everyone.
So obviously, Iberostar has several different brand categories. So I guess my first question would be, with the Selection Bavaro, where does that stand in all of your brand categories, and what type of client would you recommend a travel advisor sending to this destination?
Well, again, thank you guys for allowing us this platform to share with all of the travel agents that work with Appalachian Group. It is our pleasure always to collaborate with you. And well, yes, we do have several segments on the several categories. The Iberostar is the basic, budget-friendly, family-oriented. Then this one is followed by Selection. That's where Selection Bavaro is placed. It's a upscale, family-oriented property, and it has several or different amenities. Some other pluses from the Iberostar basic category, some of which are daily refill of the minibar. We have waiters on the beach areas, and menus are different, more a la carte options. And besides those two categories, then we'll have here in the Dominican Republic a core level option that's hotel within the hotel concept. This one is the second in the Caribbean, and this is the only core level family-oriented property that Iberostar has. This one is the core level at Iberostar Selection Bávaro. That one is actually practically a brand new hotel. We just opened it in December of 2019, and it was open for the first 3 months of 2020. We all knew what happened after that. And then we have the Iberostar Grand Bávaro, which is the luxurious adults only property.
Okay, well, thank you for that high-level overview. I think that is really helpful for everybody. I was really impressed with the Coral Lab piece that was part of the video that you shared. I think that was kind of cool. Is that something that the resort provides tours of, or is that something that you might recommend folks going to?
It is actually really important. That's part of our Wave of Change initiative. This is one of the many things that makes me really proud to be a part of Iberostar. the coastal hub projects that we conduct, one of the main projects that we have right now, it's our coral lab. That's where a group of scientists will study coral reefs and how do they survive to different temperatures. We're looking to make an important impact in coastal health within the near future and the future ahead of us. And it's just a way for us to understand that we work with nature and we work really well with nature. That's why we're free of single-use plastic also, and we are committed to eliminate our carbon. We're committed to moving towards carbon neutrality by 2030, and by 2025 actually we're having all the fish and seafood uh, from responsible sources.
Well, I think that's just a fabulous selling point for the resort property. So many folks are looking at not having a huge carbon footprint, as you mentioned, and this is a great selling point. So there is a big focus on sustainability and
Yes.
environmental protection with the resort properties. What is it about their stay that most clients would kind of notice when they stay there versus other resort properties?
I just realized I actually did not straight respond your answer. And the Coral Lab, I'm sorry, to your previous question, the Coral Lab, it is available for guests and passengers to go through and learn about the coral reef and their part in our nature. And actually, Star Camp has a stop there. The Star Camp program will go through Coral Lab, and kids will learn from our specialists. And one of the many things that people will realize, the first thing that will come to their attention is that we're free of single-use plastic. You're not going to see any plastic water bottles in your rooms. It will be crystal or the cans for soft drinks, also, and beers also. Also, you'll see a refill, a reusable crystal bottle in each room that has been sanitized and disinfected. That you'll, as same way that we all are used to go and to the ice expanding machine, will be able to go through one of the water spots to fill the bottle and just use it. That way we're stop producing more than 500 tons of plastic every year since we have implemented this to our Wave of Change initiative.
That just sounds amazing that you're doing all that, and hopefully you start a trend and that just spreads throughout all of the resorts in the Caribbean. And we've just got a much nicer environment to visit when we're off vacationing and enjoying the holidays. So thank you for that. We're getting a couple questions come in about the room categories available at the property. Do you have swim out suites? One question came in about, what's your most luxurious room category? Can you speak to those?
Well, we'll have the most luxurious one will be the presidential suites. We have them available, and we do have swim out suites. Actually, with the renovations that we went through of the whole Bavaro complex for all hotels, but especially in Iberostar Selection Bavaro, we have actually a new pool which is surrounded by swim out junior suites. That's the basic category in this hotel, and swim view suites. So swim access, actually, swim access suites. We'll have swim out suites in the Iberostar Grand Bavaro with a semi-private um, mini pools there. But in Selection Bavaro, we'll have swim access. These are the rooms that are in the first floor, just in front of the new pool that we have built. And next to that pool is the Cool Wagon Bar. That's another new spot that we have in complex. And all Selection Bavaro and Coral level guests will have access to that place. And people say, it's not that I've tried it, but people say that that's the spot with the coldest beer in the whole complex.
Well, that's very important. At least for me it is. So thank
Yeah.
you. Mary had asked a question whether or not you have any villa type experience room categories.
We have villas in complex, but that's something that it involves a subscribe a membership and some other access. Not in the all inclusive concept. We don't have villas type of rooms, type of experiences, but we do have villas available at Bavaro Complex.
Okay, and then for those looking for connecting rooms, how is that possible for maybe multi-generational family trips?
Yes, we actually, since this is a family-oriented property, we do have family connected, two-bed connecting rooms for families, and it's on request, subject to availability. But since the main reason that we Iberostar people are here, it's to facilitate the experience for the guests and the selling experience for our allies, like all the travel agents in this call. So what I'll advise you to do is to message your BDM as soon as you make your reservation through ALG. You in the notes area, you put please book a two-bedroom connected family rooms, and email your BDM, and we have amazing staff in all the properties all around the world to make things happen for the travel agents.
All right. Well, thank you for that. And one of the questions we get a lot is, do you have any exchange privilege type scenarios that you can share?
Exchange, what do you mean?
Exchange privileges. So if they stay at one resort, could they play at another or anything like
Ah,
that?
of course, of course. Actually, since we have a complex, Bávaro complex has 6 hotels, Dominicana and Punta Cana, which are the basic categories, the Iberostar Dominicana and Iberostar Punta Cana. But if we go from the Max dos Euros one to the Dominicana and Punta Cana, if you're staying at Gran Bávaro, you'll have access to Gran Bávaro, you'll have access to Coral Level at Iberostar Selection Bávaro, you'll have access to Selection Bávaro, and Dominicana and Punta Cana. If you're at Coral Level, you'll have access to all of those except Gran Bávaro. And if you're at Selection Bávaro, which is the hotel that we just showed you guys, you'll have access to Selection Bávaro, Dominicana and Punta Cana, and all those restaurants, specialty restaurants, pools, different areas of the resort.
All right, good. And could you talk a little bit about the beach experience? So what is the beach like? What kind of activities are available for those that are staying?
Well, the first thing is that if you're coming to the Dominican Republic, you'll have to learn some bachata or merengue or salsa. We have it all here in the Dominican Republic. This is the paradise of the Caribbean, and it's a beautiful white sand beach, clear water. We have an amazing team that makes sure that the beach is it's ready for all guests at any time. We actually do 2 rounds of cleaning the areas on the beach that needs to be cleaned those 2 times. And you have in the Selection Bávaro, you have actually 2 beach bars. You have one that it's right next to the kids, the new ice cream parlor that we have in front of the kids pool with the huge pirate, with the huge boat for the little kids. We have that beach bar, and we'll have another one a few meters ahead, a few meters walking to the beach, and it is a private beach area. So only guests from Iberostar will be at the beach.
Okay, thank you. It sounds just amazing. Or I can't ignore some of the pandemic related responses
Yes,
that all of the
please.
resorts are. We get a lot of questions here, so maybe we can speak a little bit about maybe mask wearing policies and protocols at the resort. I know you shared that How We Care video, which shared a lot of
Yes.
that. But and by the way, you guys, if you haven't visited the Iberostar Showcase in Bax, do that because you can actually collect the link to that video and share it with your clients right on that showcase. along with several other resources, such as brochures and flyers, view all of their promotions and things of that nature. So be sure
That
to
is
check
right.
that out. But yeah, back to my question. Yeah, folks are just wondering what the environment is like now during the pandemic. I know you've reduced the capacity a little bit. You can
Yes.
speak to that, and then the mask wearing.
Well, this is actually. I'm really glad that we're touching on this. This is another of the many things that make me proud Iberostar collaborator. Here's why. Because the things that we are not experts in, we'll find people that are experts and make sure that we provide the best care possible to the passengers and our allies. So we created a medical advisory board with the best infectologists and doctors available in Europe, and alongside with them, it's our sustainability global director, Megan Morikawa, because we understand that taking care of all of us is also taking care of the environment. So we implemented more than 300 actions in all of the properties around the world because we are a global brand that has a standard. So more than 300 actions to make sure that the guests feel safe. Also, I love quoting Finn Ackerman. He's our global commercial director, where he says that this is not going to change our essence. Iberostar is still Iberostar and will be Iberostar, and you will enjoy the same experience. The only thing is that we're just taking care of every little detail so you can enjoy your experience without having to worry about anything. We disinfect the luggage as people arrive. We have disinfected rooms. All staff members will be wearing masks. We kindly ask our guests to wear their masks at closed areas like the restaurants, and when they're coming to the bar to ask for a drink. And in the restaurant, it's only when they stand up to get any of the serves in the buffet. For example, it fits in the buffet or in a la carte restaurants. And in the buffet area, actually, we implemented the single touch philosophy, which means that we have of the type of food or meal that we are able to, we'll have preserved portions. That way, people is not handling no other people needs to handle utensils at the kitchen or the buffet area, and staff members available to serve other guests in the areas that need to reserve. So I'm really proud of us in the sense that we're paying attention to every little detail. We are actually providing free antigen test for passengers traveling to the U.S. And in case the guest needs one, we make arrangements for them to get tested with a PCR test at a cost in property. They don't have to go through any of hospitals or laboratory services. We'll make the arrangements for them to be tested at a specific area provided by us in property. In the case that a passenger tests positive, we have our protocols established for those, and we have isolation rooms for them to be in, where they'll be able to enjoy for at least 14 more nights free of cost the same all inclusive access that any other passengers will have, but in their rooms, contactless room service, different streaming services in their IPTV in their rooms. And yes, we actually, there's more than 300 actions. I could quote you each one of those, but that'll take time for us to get there.
Oh, that was perfect. Thank you so much. And yeah, you and I were having a conversation before the webinar about the antigen requirement within 72 hours of
Yeah.
travel back to the United States. And there's a little confusion because the CDC just announced that they no longer recommend that those that have been double vaccinated need to take this test, but the United States still requires it. And so it's nice peace of mind knowing that Iberostar is still offering the free antigen test so that they can get back. So thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that information. Um, let's see. We've had a couple questions come in about groups travel to the resort property. I was wondering
Mhm.
if you could speak to some of the uh, incentives for having a group at the resort. I know you've got a $2,000 bonus weddings incentives, but maybe you can talk about groups and how you guys handle those.
We have many options for groups actually, and uh, I'm really glad that we have all the great spaces, outdoor spaces that we have available in any of our properties around the world, but especially in the Dominican Republic. You just saw the Orchids Garden, which is great for cocktails or weddings. And we have also different gazebos areas or gardens. And in the meeting rooms, in the conference rooms, which are equipped with the best technology available in the country, you'll see that we have implemented same actions with health checks for all the staff members, with the right positioning of the snacks areas so people won't agglomerate on those areas, and the incentive of, for example, for weddings, you'll have a wedding coordinator for your wedding assigned by us, and we make sure that we actually have a limited amount of weddings per property per day. This is not because we don't have enough business, but because we don't handle this just as business. What I mean is that we want to make sure that we provide the 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 right care for these important events, same as weddings, also for corporate events in each property. So we want to provide the right amount of attention, the attention that deserve each of this. And I think I see it in a way that weddings and corporate events are maybe as important for a company, and not just for a company, for a travel agent that sells a group. It's a corporate event, it's as important as a wedding, because you have the confidence of that company that they deposit on you, that they put on you to find a right spot. So we handle that accordingly.
All right, wonderful. And yeah, be sure to check the ALG Vacations Showcase as well. Oftentimes, when you're booking group events to a destination like Iberostar Bavaro, you have the ability to earn additional waves points as well. So check with our waves page on that showcase, and then you can find out ways of earning extra waves points, which you can
Yeah.
convert to cash. And as we're on the topic of loyalty programs, what loyalty programs does Iberostar offer in addition to the ALG Vacations option?
We actually have our Star Agents program that we you all should enroll on that, because you can earn free nights on the amount of for the amount of nights that you book through our loyalty program. You can earn free nights for yourself, and through the Iberstar staragents.com, you'll find all that information, and in staragents.com you'll get the to our loyalty program. You can enroll your travel agency, and in that travel agency, the agency administrator will enroll all of the travel agents, and you can actually use your points in any property around the world. So you can book nights for passengers in the Dominican Republic, or in Mexico or in Jamaica, and earn nights for you to different resorts of different to the different properties that we have around the world.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that. Just to clarify, what's the
Mhm.
difference between IberostarAgents.com and StarAgents.com?
In iberstaragents.com, it's a source of information for all travel agents and tour operators, and we'll have all updated information and promotions on properties or anything there in iberstaragents.com. If you go to staragents.com, you'll get the loyalty program for all travel agents.
Okay, I'm just kind of filtering through some of the questions coming in here. Let's see, Mary asked, is the property close to the Iberostar adults only?
I'm sorry?
Mary is asking, is the property close to the Iberostar adults only?
No, that if the proper if the Iberostar adults only property is closed, she's asking.
I'm not quite
Because
sure. That's all I,
if it's that, no, we have Iberostar Grand Bavaro. It's been open for the past few months, and yeah, it's open. It's an amazing property and has butler service, concierge 24/7 room service, and that's the adults only property that we have in the Dominican Republic. It's the grand category.
gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, and then as far as restaurants are concerned, are they on a rotating basis due to the pandemic, or are they fully open now? And would you recommend reservations for those?
We have properties in the DR in Selection Bávaro. It's already open. The a la carte restaurants, the rotation is already open. And we do ask for reservations, especially in these times, because that's the way that we know how to have the exact amount of staff for the service to be optimum. But we have different a la carte restaurants. We actually are opening a Greek restaurant in Iberostar Selection Bávaro, a Greek menu restaurant. We have Brave, which is the steakhouse uh, restaurant. We have a great Japanese restaurant in Selection Bávaro also with the teppanyaki option. And we have at least six a la carte restaurants in Selection Bávaro, and you'll get access to Dominicana and Punta Cana's a la carte restaurants also.
Okay, good. Thank you. Let's see. How about the age group of the resort? What would you say this resort caters to primarily?
Um, it's pretty wide. This is why, because again, I am really proud to be a part of this brand because we have every options for any type of people, and the property is big enough for you to feel to feel safe and to feel that you have your own space, but it's not huge in a way that will intimidate you, that you cannot walk around the property. So this property, it's great, a great property for families with kids between 3 to 10 to 12, and even teenagers, because we have the Star Agents program, and each Star Agent group, even if it's dolphins, monkeys, or eagles, will have their own space and their own area. So you won't have mixed teenagers with kids between 3 to 6. And you still have couples that want to enjoy an all-inclusive resort experience with an amazing food, amazing dining options in the property that will go here because are in a tight budget and won't be able to afford the Iberostar Grand options or the Coral Level option. So you will have couples going to this resort, but it's a really broad spectrum of age groups because of the many options that we have.
That's great. That's a great selling point. There's something for everybody, right? So,
Yes.
awesome. So, you've invested a lot of money into renovations. Can you speak a little bit to some of the renovations, what you've done to the resort that's different from maybe somebody who's visited in the past?
Well, we actually, I don't know if you guys remember, but we closed the resort in 2019. I think it was, if I don't remember correctly, from August or from July to November or to beginning of December, because we wanted to renovate, to refurbish practically the whole resort. So in that period of time, we dismantled all rooms and rebuild them from practically from scratch. And all rooms have been reformed. We have new furniture, new textiles, new set in the bathrooms the bathrooms have been rebuilt also. We have opened the new pool, another bar which is the Cool Wagon bar, the one that I was talking about earlier today. We also have the ice cream parlor there, and different room category options, new room category options. The restaurants have been renovated also, and in the whole complex actually we have different options for up. Since the guests in Iberostar Selection Bávaro have access to Dominicana and Punta Cana, those pools were renovated also. And you know what we haven't talked about? It's the Feed and Fun gym. It's a two stores gym that we have over there, and also an outdoor gym. In this case, actually, it's special. Also, we have an outdoor gym right behind the Fit and Fun gym. And we actually during 2019, the late 2019, we renovated mostly all of our properties. Iberostar Selection Ballot in special, with all the rooms renovated and another common areas there.
All right, thanks. I'm glad you mentioned the outdoor gym because it just cued my memory because I'm looking for a great place to golf. So what golf options do you have available?
We have the amazing Bavaro golf course that's designed by PB Dye. People who golf will know that PB Dye it's actually one of the, or was one of the best golf course designers in the world. And it's how I like to describe it is that it will be challenging enough for for an avid golfer that it won't bored him to death while golfing there, but it's also it won't be that challenging that will frustrate an amateur golfer, a beginner golfer there. So we have the Bávaro golf course right in complex, and actually staying at Gran Bávaro. Depending on the amount of nights that your guests will stay there at Iberostar Gran Bávaro, you'll get free golf rounds for the guests.
Oh, that just sounds amazing. Right now it's raining here in Wisconsin, so any chance to get out somewhere sunny and golf would be just amazing. So thank you
we
for
we
that.
have we have two seasons here in the Dominican Republic. It's hot or even hotter, so you won't have that issue here.
Yeah, and I'm certainly starving for both. So, all right, great. I'm just kind of checking the question list again. Tanisha was wondering what time the beach, pools, bars, and restaurants close.
The pools will be closed by 7 p.m., 8 p.m. But the restaurants, depending on which one you're heading, if it's the main buffet, it will be closed at 11 p.m. You have a la carte restaurants options available, and it's at 11 p.m. will be closed, but the staff members are there. It's not that if you're sitting there, we'll be asking you to leave. That won't happen in any of our properties. But actually, in Iberostar, you have 24/7 always a place to have something to eat or to drink. It doesn't matter if it's in Selection Bávaro, for example, you'll have 24/7 room service available, and you'll have your minibars refilled daily. You'll have the lobby bar open till 2 in the morning, and when we are able to, you'll have the disco open there. And when we open the discotheque in the complex, after the disco, there are places where we place the staff members with snacks available for people to grab something to eat before they head to bed.
All right, that's good to know. I got a question come in from Charles asking about how accommodating the resort property is to handicapped individuals.
We have adaptable rooms, Charles. Thank you for your question. We have actually handicap rooms available. Those are if by any chances we have a person who needs in a wheelchair or needs any other type of assistance, and in the extreme case that we don't have a room available that suits their convenience there, we'll make sure to put them in a first floor room, in the cases that apply. But we have rooms available, adaptable rooms available in all of our properties also.
All right, great. And then we did get the question about whether or not this video is something that might be made available for travel advisors to share with their clients, just so that they can share, hey, this is the experience you're going to have here. I know we've recorded today's webinar, and I'll put this on the ALG education calendar a little bit later this afternoon, so you'll have access to that. And I've had conversations with our marketing team, and I know that there are plans for sharing this video. I just don't know any specifics yet. I don't know, Jorge, if you've got any knowledge of what Iberostar is doing specifically for your video.
Yes, we are actually at Iberostar Star Agents. I'm sorry, IberostarAgents.com. We will be uploading the video with the help of the amazing videographers that ALG sent to the property, just to make sure this was the best quality. And we'll have access. Travel agents will have access there to in IberostarAgents.com. This is why it's important for you guys to, and this is to all you travel agents there, to make sure you visit periodically iberostaragents.com, and also to download the Iberostar app and join all the Facebook groups the VDMs in your states have, because we are uploading information constantly. And the Iberostar app actually is a great selling tool. You know why? Because you'll have all the information at your hand in your mobile device. It doesn't matter if you're staying or not in one of our properties. You'll have access to schedules. You have access to restaurants schedule. You have access to activities schedules, what restaurants are open and what restaurants are not. And those are answers that you want to have right away for your passengers, and you'll have them available in Iberostar app.
All right. Well, thanks so much for making that so accessible to everybody. We're approaching the top of the hour, but I didn't want to wrap things up until I threw it back to you in case we missed any topics or anything that you think that might be worthy of sharing before we let everyone go today.
You know what? The main thing that I like all travel agents, even if it doesn't matter if it's in the US, Latin America, or anywhere I go, it's for you guys to remember that anywhere Iberostar has a property, you have allies there to make anything happen for you guys. And if we're not able to make something happen, we'll tell you right away. So make sure you get in contact with your BDNs. Make sure you go to you sign up to Iberostar, to Star Agents program, and sign up to the Iberostar Facebook groups that your BDMs have. And there you'll have all the information periodically available to you guys. And just know that if you come to the Dominican Republic, you'll have people here making sure everything happens to you or your guests, anything that you guys need. It doesn't matter if it's here in Jamaica, Brazil, DR, anywhere Iberostar has people, you will make sure that your experience or your guest experience, it's the right way. And remember that we have implemented more than 300 actions for you and your passengers to feel safe visiting our properties and enjoying a great holiday vacation experience, but without having to worry about anything. Just enjoying and making sure your beer is cold in the Dominican Republic, and learning how to dance bachata or merengue before you head back to the States.
Thank you, Jorge. And just a quick reminder before we wrap things up, we are offering a 3-night stay as a prize for attending today's event. So keep an eye out on your inbox. We're going to announce our lucky winner via the email that you shared with us. Also, if you're interested in more detail about the Dominican Republic and your stays there, Iberostar is actually offering another 3-night stay if you attend tomorrow's webinar called Wish You Were Here, Dominican Republic. So you can attend that, enroll right on the ALG education calendar there. We're giving away a lot of prizes, by the way. I think we've got up to 7 stays. We've got some exclusive nonstop vacation flight tickets that we're going to give away. We've got some wave points we're going to give away. So not only do you walk away learning something new, but you might actually walk away with a stay that you can enjoy for yourself. So good
Great.
luck to everybody. I just want to take a moment to thank all of you for taking time from your busy schedules to attend today's webinar, Virtual Fam. And I'd especially like to extend a very special thank you to you, Jorge, for sharing your time and, of course, all the fantastic details about the Iberostar selection Bavaro. So we look
Thank you,
forward.
Michael. Thank you. It was my pleasure to go and drink all those drinks that I had to make sure that it was the right take in the video.
Yeah,
And
I
I
appreciate you
look
taking
forward
that
having you
for the
guys here.
team. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Well, we hope to see you again real soon, Jorge. It was good spending, a good hour of our afternoon with you, and hopefully we can do this again real soon.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Have a great day, everyone.